Guys, welcome to our video. Today we're looking at the Pocket Go, which is a little retro handheld gaming machine. Let's have a look. It comes in it's actually very small, but it's quite neat. Let's have a look at it. This is quite small. It's got a D-pad, select, start, A, B and X and Y buttons, and speaker on the front here. You can actually change these buttons. See in the box included is a USB stick to transfer game files, which is quite cool. They're also in the box a charge cable, and if you can see here, you've got the 4 sort of SNES like buttons that you can add but yourself. Just open up the back and insert them instead, which makes it look a little bit cleaner and a little bit cooler. But yeah, so on you actually get a micro SD card with this. It's quite tricky to get out right enough. You need sort of nails to it. So you get I've got an 8 gig micro SD card which fits in here. It does come complete with games already, but you can add your own. It has the AV out, which you can set up and play via your TV, your USB charging stick, headphone socket, reset switch, L&R buttons. You've got a volume control on the side here, and you've got the on-off switch at the side, and that's pretty much it. So let's have a look. So when you look at these, you've got all sorts of various screens. You can change the background. Here's all the sort of emulators that are all pre-installed. A really good selection here. Some games already installed on the mini SD card. Some I've already added. There are also some settings. You can change the skins, I've just said. There's a lot of options. It's very impressive at what's already on here. There is some games pre-installed such as Doom, Heretic, King of Fighters, some odd games here, Quake 2. Some of these run better than others, to be fair. Let's have a look at some PlayStation games that I have pre-installed. So PS1, I've pre-installed some games. Some do work better than others. So guys, this is Wipeout running. It's one of the better games that runs on the PlayStation emulator here. See, it still sounds really good. There's very little lag on it. It looks quite good. The screen is really small. You do actually get used to it. You can actually put it onto your TV if you wish. Change the viewpoint. There is a sort of little bit of tearing and jumping there with the noise, but generally it's actually really good. All the buttons map. Oh, see, this is a tricky game. You can see I've not improved any over the years. It's tricky to sort of do this while recording as well. But see, it does run well. Oh. So to get out of the game, you can press the reset button at the top here, up here. Generally in most games you can get out, you can sort of save your state, load state. Usually the load and the save buttons are up here. You can save, load, but on some games that uses these buttons, then that doesn't apply, but you have to get into the side menu here. You can change different graphics options, but I've never really found any of them to do much difference. So to exit the game, go back to the main screen. You go here and we can choose sort of the different games that are installed. Works a little bit better than others, but there is still slow down. Obviously it's a little bit more of a complicated game. not too bad. There's a little bit of jumping in the music and stuff, but the frame rate's obviously jumping slightly, but it's not bad at all. Not bad at all. Let's have a little look at some of the other games that you can get on the device. The Mega Drive games work quite well. So I've already installed some of the games on here. Some of the games are pre-installed. Let's have a look at Streets of Rage or even Sonic running. This is Sonic 3 running, and absolutely no problems at all with this one. This is brilliant. No slowdown, noticeable differences. Even the sound's quite good. That looks really nice, sounds good. So a lot of these things, the sound can be a little bit tinny, but I think the sound's actually really decent on this, considering how small the unit is. Oh. Wow, so that's pretty decent, I think. Let's have a look at some more games. Okay, let's have a look at some of the others. You just press the B button to go back up folders. What else have we got? So it even runs Atari 2600 games, which is quite cool. Oops, didn't do that. Oh, I died. So let's have a look at some of the other games. We've got the Neo Geo games. Thought we'd have to have a bash at Metal Slug, which is an absolute blast to play, no matter what system I guess you play on. Classic Neo Geo. Well, it doesn't matter what you play this on, this is so much fun. Thank you. Such a blast. Yeah, I'm not particularly good, but yeah, this is an absolute, this is well done. Yeah, I love this game. That is very cool. So you can save your state, and as usual with the games, but you can return to the menu. Let's have another look at some other games. Let's go up. So we'll come back to the arcade. We've got Game Gear Master System style games, which are good. Links. Let's have a look at some Super Nintendo. Okay. I've added some of these files myself. Let's have a look at the classic sort of Final Fight. Just try to figure out what buttons are marked and what way. The emulation is really good. The screen is very small, but you kind of get used to it quite quickly. And you sort of adjust. Yeah, this is pretty decent. Whoa. Like, yeah, one of my all-time favourite beat 'em ups for sure. Final Fight, which I think is actually pre-installed. Let's have a look. So we'll go back to the main menu. Let's have a look at the arcade games that are installed. Now this is probably where the unit falls down slightly, as some of the arcade games suffer a little bit of slowdown here and there. But you can upgrade using the new firmware on the Pocket Go site, but it's not the most straightforward process. So you can see the games that are already installed. There's some really excellent games here. I was only installed one, which is a football game, Tekken World Cup. There's some really good games already installed. You said I was talking about Final Fight. Let's have a look at the original sort of arcade version. You see that there's a little bit of jumping with the sound a little bit, as you can hear. It's cutting up slightly. It looks really good though, but yeah, you can tell it's cutting slightly. A little bit of slowdown. Some frame rate issues obviously. So I like the fact this is actually the original arcade version installed here, it's not like another version. Put some really good versions of this over the years. But I think the Sega Mega CD one being probably the best. You see this, it's not bad, slightly slowed down, but it's not bad, it's still playable. It's not affecting the gameplay too much. Yep, it's not so bad. I just said that the sound's a bit iffy, but decent enough. Let's have a look at some of the other arcade games that are here. Oh, so what one will we try? Cadillacs and Dinosaurs is another cracking beat 'em up. Let's see. Mortal Kombat 2, there was a lot of slowdown. Simpsons, let's have a look at the Simpsons. Looks like I'm going now. Oh, come on, let's get to the gameplay. This actually plays really well. There's no slowdown noticeable at all. Wow. It seems to be hit and miss. Some games actually play really good, but some of the arcade games like Mortal Kombat plays really slow. Ah. Much fun. It's probably better playing with more and more players. Play up to 4 players on this, but obviously can't do that on here. But anyway, yeah, cool. Very cool. So guys, that's a quick look at the Pocket Go, and for me, for the money, I paid something like £36 for it, and the value is really good. Obviously you need to add a lot of your own game ROMs to it, which if you have, it's not a problem, but for what it is, it's very impressive. It plays so many different games. It's very small. It's definitely pocketable. Yeah, I definitely recommend it. I'll leave a link in the description. Anyone's interested in getting one. But yeah, there is an upgraded version which comes with the sort of thumbstick and extra options, but not a massive amount of difference between the two. The Pocket Go version 2 is larger, right enough, but I'd definitely recommend this one. It's definitely slightly cheaper. It's reasonable value for money. Guys, hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching our video. Please like and subscribe.